so my B300 or more. I keep close, phones, but I don't boast. I know what it's like to not have that ain't gon' try me without saying I win it. Gon' disrespect the try my straight up out that 6 ain't with what I'm with you getting dismissed. I give a fatal dedication. Come through. What time you wanna ain't got no time to get. I can't leave my folk down bad like that, guess I'm just gon' slow. Partner say he got this where I'm focused. Need to focus more, that's ain't no he ain't gon' like that, step on my free world out there in the bluffy side, just might see me and can't turn me down, this ain't that vert. Got all was on, we cook, got off them hurt. Got up every time I fail to do, got up every time I fail to do. You look fair to mention when you gossip in your kitchen. Higher, down in prison, higher, down in trenches, huh? Come through. What time you wanna, come through. What time you wanna,
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From AT&T Center in San Antonio. Tonight, the San Antonio Spurs getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's Spurs basketball to get this one going. Underway in Texas. Jay, DeMar DeRozan fell in love with Toronto as a player and a person. But no question, DeRozan's playing with a chip on his shoulder.
He most definitely is, and he will embrace Greg Popovich and also the San Antonio Spurs. But I'm going to read you what DeMar DeRozan said. He said, people say, what are you depressed about? You can buy anything you want. I wish everyone in the world was rich so they would realize money isn't everything. It's about loyalty for DeMar DeRozan.
George to Westbrook. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. DeRozan with the basketball. They trail by one. Rudy Gay, tough matchup against George. To DeRozan. To Rudy Gay. Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go. George, defended by the UConn product. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the right corner. It's PG for two. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. It's DeRozan. To Rudy Gay. Won't go down. Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Gets it in the left corner. Short jumper stays out. DeRozan with it. Down 4. DeJounte Murray to Rudy Gay. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense. From the painted area, won't go down. To Rudy Gay.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
To DeRozan. Rudy Gay. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Here comes the screen. Russell Westbrook matched up with Pirtle. To George. The Thunder down to 4 in the shot clock. DeMar DeRozan snatching it out of the air. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good.
San Antonio entering the game for the Oklahoma team.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Eight-second violation. It's going the other way.
For San Antonio.
Strong finish for Paul George. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Got to be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
He cruises in for 2. Too easy. Late heave to beat the buzzer. No time left on this period. Thunder with the lead. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Curling inside. Paul George, 3 for 3 in this first half.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Schroeder with the basketball. Leads just a point. It's George for 2. Knocks it down off the step back.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. The follow won't go either.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
The Thunder will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 12, Steven Adams. Subbing in.
Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Carmelo Anthony traded, but Jay, Sam Presti turns that into Dennis Schroeder.
And I love this acquisition by the Thunder. When you think about Schroeder, he is almost the opposite of what Russell Westbrook is. He is not a ball-dominant guard. He will have the ball in his hands, but he's more apt to make plays quickly with the ball than Russell, who likes to hold on to the ball towards the end of the shot clock.
To DeRozan. And finishes strong.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
The assist from number 1.
Oklahoma City ball. Schroeder to Paul George. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He's 2 for 2 now.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
DeRozan with the basketball. Trailing by 4. From long range, Rudy Gay up to the challenge. Hits the 3.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
George, guarded by Bellinelli. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Rudy Gay. Down low, Aldridge. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Whoops, that won't go. Russell Westbrook steps into it. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. So a tie one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Spurs have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the San Antonio Spurs. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number who was cold.
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top 3. Back to Eden.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A one-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Russ at the controls. to George. Surveys the floor. Paul George. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. DeRozan with it. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Aldridge to Murray.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Murray with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. Down low, Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Old school equals high percentage.
Jay, without question, one of the biggest moments of the NBA offseason, Paul George stays in OKC.
I think him and Russ work well off each other. Playoff P wants to be Playoff P all the time. Who better to bring that out of you than the Beast Boy?
DeRozan with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. Aldridge to Murray. DeRozan picked up by Robertson. Here's a chance from long range, and the rebound comes to OKC. George to Westbrook. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Robertson, defended by DeMar DeRozan. To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Aldridge against the elite defender Robertson. LaMarcus Aldridge. He's now 4 for 6.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Into the game for the
George, guarded by Bellinelli. To Westbrook. Paul George. It's Westbrook. Knocks it down from mid-range. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Down to Westbrook. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Westbrook buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. 3 quarters down, the Thunder with the lead. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And that 3rd quarter was one to forget. Remember, Jay, they led at the break, and now they find themselves on the wrong side of the score.
Yeah, but this game is about next play. If you spend too much time worried about what was, you can't focus on what is. Put that quarter behind you and focus on the task at hand.
Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here comes the screen. George. To Westbrook. George. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
The Thunder will use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
The difference is going to be the best player on the court. He's a guy that you have to trust in. He has to get the ball. And sometimes as a coach, you need to let go and let your best players do what they do.
Stepping in for the San Antonio Spurs, number 5.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Murray into the front court. His guys down by 9. To DeRozan. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
George sizing up Bellinelli. To Adams. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Rudy Gay to Murray. Rudy Gay to DeRozan. The Spurs with 4 on the shot clock. DeMar DeRozan. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Paul George to Adams. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both. And you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Steven Adams, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try at the line, no good. Oh, he missed them both. DeRozan. Schroeder with the board. George to Schroeder. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
DeJounte Murray against Schroeder. DeRozan to Murray. DeRozan guarded by Robertson. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Murray into the front court. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Has a chance. DeRozan with a shot off the mark. Robertson matched up with DeRozan. Good victory here for the Thunder as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Yeah, from the back porch. Back then with dreams of a stacked fortune. Black kid with dreams by any means to see some cell phone keys to a black portion. That American pie, he just wanna portion. Product of that environment that he was forced in. Changed course when it's out of control. Still down in my soul. Fast forward and 4C, that fork in the road. You on the road for a car whipping. It's mind bending. Open your eyes, I'm bending the rules. Time ticking. The time's different on a globe where every soul trying to survive in it. That's the
You said, are we good for it? Or I couldn't hear the first part.
wise man once said the grind can't stop till letters in your name get bigger like cap locks. Still can't stall so far from your last stop. Deaf to the yes man, blind to mascots. Look past the moment and try to find your last opponent. Trying to find the answer before this life flashes past you. Blink of an eye, go ghost like a phantom. I'd rather imagine a whole block popping, toasting glasses. More life, no ashes to ashes. Live life fast with no crashes. You can picture that with no caption. Try to see the vision, no glasses. You can picture that with no cameras or flashes. You could just imagine. Still keep my hunger like fasting. Still keep a ghetto fab like putting money in the mattress. And that's just point blank. No biting my tongue, me so frank. In your top 10, they don't rank. They asked me to change some things and no thanks back.
Players been mixing it up at the Jordan K54 since '03. Basketball legends visit this Paris court every year. Here, you can throw down in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower. Imagine that. Don't let this city overwhelm you, though. Remember who you are, what you are, and deliver.
coming out, black on black again. I might go to trim, I may build.
I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it one, just keep it one. You ain't get a lot of me. Don't put up, don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it one, just keep it one. You ain't get a lot of me. Don't put up, don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. See what? Gotta feel my only son, gotta feel my little daughter. She cherish everything that I taught her. Worth more than anything I ever bought her. Hitting in every track, I'm a slaughter. If I come up short, then they come up shorter. No time to bother, don't even bother. Oh, what your if my kids ever bother.
Mushy Mushy Peeps, it's Christopher Lund.
Detective, don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check, bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG, lie detective, don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't got no tickets to the show. You should call the fire marshal, cause I want all the. Hello? Dial 911. No time for the fakers. Courtside at the Lakers. She said 20, this a hit. Girl, you know that's every time I link with him. Make a ice on my arm. Feel like a storm. We make 30,000 in these sweats. 20 up next, that's a bet. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Told her bye, bye, bye. Don't make I. Got a lot of racks on me. Got a lot of chill on me. Couple M's in jewelry. I'm a rich like jet ski. And I can't buy no flight. No. Look at my bust down shine. Small. Just made my flight. 100 bands up for the next show. I don't want to. I don't want to tell you that I'm almost. Million dollars cash just laying on the floor. All this I saw me dripping. Kicking, she tripping. I'm too rich to listen. I'm picking rain still glisten. So don't lie. No, you can't stand it. I ask you why. Cut the check or buy.
Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Mushy Mushy Peeps, it's Christopher London. Now today, the one was a scoring machine. I mean, we have so many highlights to watch right now. Check it out. Man, the one completely dominated this game. Just bucket after bucket after bucket. I mean, can somebody stop him, please? Yo, if the one keeps scoring like that, we're definitely going to have more highlights on this channel. So make sure you come back. I'm LSK. Peace.
Somebody on their way. Hold up, I would've grown all day. Hold up, somebody can't relate.
Black Panther.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, Well, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. The place up, 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 the place up.
Down, go to the down. I see cuz jogging down. Got Benjamin Franklin on my T-Bano. Soldier from the jungle. I keep the on me, I leave you puzzle. Bang, I'm the black card on her. My knee longer than hair on her. That cavity, and I'm done that salary. Saudi, are you on 10 yet? You know, you say soldier if you looking for me.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, hold up. Do you have yet? Jury on Windex. Woo, 80 my Rolex. Might make back to Ben, pseudo coming out. Black on black again. I might go the trim. I may build to win. I don't exit here. Too much flexing here. Too much bread to get. I've been stretching up. Ain't no catching up. I don't rest enough. I don't plan for luck. I keep working hard. Who keep blessing us? I'm on the 10 and I need a 10. The made of my M a week. December been good to me. Not even Kendrick can humble me. Too rich to go do the least. Tryna become a way bigger. My teeth is like 10 apiece. TDE family to the A+. I got my grades up. I had no backup. Now run the check up. Now run the check up. The place up. The place up.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place up, the place up, the place up, the place up. Somebody on 10.
Originality, come on, came to my car in the street like a cat with a saying they after me. Ain't no one after me, baby mama used to work at the Applebee's. Somebody called my phone, yeah. I'ma send that voicemail. I don't even check my voicemail. Big weight, I'ma need a horse scale. F12 Berlinetta. Michael with shorts in the winter. What turtlenecks in the summer. This here's not for beginners, yeah. Came back, went to jail, left jail, went to Benny Hunter, Kenny County. Got the swagger on me, yeah. Different fabric on me, yeah. Different on it, yeah. Married to the game, yeah. Holy matrimony, yeah. Oops, dope.
Seattle is home to the most competitive summer pro-am in the Pacific Northwest, the Crossover. This league has attracted countless NBA stars, thanks to Jamal Crawford. He runs this court and defends it with everything he's got. You play smart, and you might just meet Jamal head on.
count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Count it up, count it up, count it up.
Your boy QJB back with some more highlights of the one crazy athletic play today. Let's get right into it. Oh my, did you see that? Going up with that easy layup. They made that look simple. Maybe we'll see another crazy layup. Who knows when we're talking about the one? Your boy QJB signing out. Peace.
Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. Yeah. Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. How could you wish you never play me? Had no time for that. Play me, you got no time for that. How could you move it like you call you back? Leave me alone. Run it on the box. Leave me alone. You done it what? Leave me alone. Run it on the box. Leave me alone. Yeah.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the second. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'ma kill him. Nah, playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. Nah, I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be good. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Yeah, y'all false claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a nobody tripping, had no business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the second. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west.